You probably clicked on this video because you're either 30, 40, 50, and you're honestly feeling kind of stuck in your life. I'm here to tell you, one, you're not alone. I just went through that same process, and I'm going to explain how I got through it. You see, over the last few years, I was a professional award-winning photographer, and here's even one of my award-winning photos. And ever since I got out of that sport and I'm now not really taking pictures full-time on a professional level, I've gone through an identity crisis. And for the past few months, I've been honestly wondering, like, who am I without being a photographer? Like, who am I without being an award-winning photographer? And that makes me feel almost stuck in a way, like I kind of feel lost. And now I would imagine, because you clicked on this video, you're probably feeling something similar like that too, where whatever it is in your life that you went through or that you're going through, it's causing you to feel lost or stuck in a way. And so what I've learned over the past few months from getting outside of paintball and discovering what this new version of me is, or what this new path potentially could be, I've learned there's almost like a grieving process in a way where you have to almost let go of that identity of what you were to make space for a new identity. And throughout that process, I've tried to do so many different things where I latched onto a lot of different things. I bought a ton of different camera gear thinking I was going to become a daily vlogger, and I was going to put myself in these really uncomfortable situations, and I was going to go around here in Austin, Texas and bring my camera, this whole entire setup, and learn how to vlog in public, just like one of my favorite creators, Casey Neistat. And I did that. I brought my camera with me and I went around town to go create videos. But when I was doing that, I started to realize that I was being fake on camera. Like, I wasn't being my true self. When I got back to the studio later that day to edit some of that footage, that's where it all really clicked together. Like, I put all my footage here into Final Cut and I started to edit it, and I'm like, what am I watching? I don't even feel like I'm looking in the mirror. Like, I feel like it's some fake version of myself. And then so I stepped back and really started to realize that, wait a minute, I am going down the wrong path. I'm trying to chase being somebody else when I really should be chasing me and going after who I am. And so over the course of the next, probably week or so, through a lot of deep conversations with my wife and through a lot of journaling, it finally clicked for me that when you're in this middle phase, when you have an identity and all of a sudden you don't have an identity, you're almost in this like unknown, like stuck phase. And when you're in that, you're going to grasp on to anything. It's almost like being in a hole in a way, and you're trying to grasp on to anything you can to get out of that hole, which of course is normal. Like, we all go through that, and you're honestly probably going through that right now. Like, maybe you're jumping from hobby to hobby, or maybe you're going from different jobs and nothing feels right. Nothing feels like it's true you. And what I've learned is that's because you're trying to figure out what the new you is. And so my advice for you would be to step back for a second. One, give room for yourself to know that, hey, it's okay that you're going through this process. And two, it's okay if you try 3, 4, 5, 6 different things to figure out what you like versus what you don't like. And throughout that process, you're going to learn a little bit more about yourself and why you are trying to get into the thing, whether it's a hobby, you're chasing a new adventure. Throughout all of that, you're going to learn so much about yourself. And then I would also pair that with, whether it's journaling, handwritten in a notebook, or even on your phone, I would recommend writing down some of those thoughts. Write down some of that process of what you're going through, what you're feeling in the moment, what you're trying to become, what you liked about what you used to be, because that's going to give you a lot of mental clarity of where you actually want to go. And what I've learned, my takeaway, how I've gotten through that process is, like I said, I was trying to take my camera with me and I was going to be this, vlogger. I was going to document overcoming vlogging in public. But then I realized, wait a minute, that's not me. Like, I'm trying to be somebody else. I love my studio. I redid this whole entire thing so I could create videos here that feel true to me, and I could tell my stories in a way that I wanted to without trying to be somebody else and trying to overcome this crazy fear, which a lot of people do. And that's where it clicked, is wait a minute, I need to stop trying to be like other people. Yes, there are people that inspire me, but I've had to learn those people that inspire me, that needs to stay inspiration. And I need to take that inspiration and turn it into motivation to become myself. And so it's been a really challenging process these past few weeks and past few months. And the last thing that I've noticed that's really helped sort of put things in perspective is over the last few weeks, I've really tried to unplug myself from social media as much as I can. I've barely posted anything. I think my screen time for Instagram and Facebook is like 15 minutes combined for the whole entire day. And having that like social media detox in a way has been so good for me and so good for my brain and my mental health. It's truly allowed me to be more present here at home as a husband. But I think most importantly, it allowed me to spend time with myself, with my own thoughts, where I'm not comparing myself to other people, trying to become somebody else. And throughout that process, over the last like 2 or 3 days of that detox, that's where I started to find myself and where I started to really step into, wait a minute, I've got good stories. I've got my own path that I need to create. Why am I trying to chase somebody else's path and go down and be someone, and why am I trying to go to be somebody else, if that makes sense? So I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I wanted to just create this to let you know that one, you're not alone, you're not stuck, you're right in the process and you're going to figure it out. And hopefully by sharing my process and my journey, hopefully that inspires you a little bit too. All right. Thanks for stopping by the studio. It's nice to turn the camera back on, and I'll see you in the next one.